Hi guys, and welcome to All About Food. Today I will be showing you how to make your own homemade croutons. Easy and delicious. Stay tuned and I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so what we will be needing for our croutons today is only some bread. You can use any kind of bread that you like. I'm just going to use some brown bread, and of course you will need some oil to fry your bread in to make your croutons. And then I'm going to show you how I like to dish up my croutons. This is very easy. I'm going to make some small cube croutons, and I'm going to make longer ones that you can use with a dip. So let me show you. So first thing I do is I just take my loaves of bread, and I just like to get my oil going as well. So I just cut off all the edges because I don't want to use them now. But the one tip I can give you is you can take your sides and use them for breadcrumbs. Okay, so now the sides are left over for crumbs. Now I want to start to make my croutons. So the first ones I'm going to make long ones. So I'm just cutting them long like this. Just keep them this length, because these ones we will be using for our dip. And then I want to make a few to show you what it looks like with some soup. You can also put them into a nice salad. That's also fine. So you just keep on cutting your bread like this. You don't have to roll your bread out because we still want a bit of a fluffy kind of crouton. Okay, so that's the long ones. Now I want to have smaller ones. So once again, I just cut them into long lengths. Just like this. And then I will be cutting them into smaller squares. And this is what we're looking for the smaller ones. Okay, so just put them aside. And now my last one, my last piece of bread. And then when your oil is nice and hot, you can put them in just until they're nice and golden brown. And let me give you a tip. Why I always use brown bread for my croutons is because you don't have to wait as long for them to turn a beautiful brown as you would maybe say with white bread. So that's just a tip that I can give you. Okay, so now they're all cut, I can put my knife away. And now we just wait for our oil to actually be ready. And then I'm just going to dip it into the oil. I don't even think if your oil is hot enough, it's going to be more than 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Or just on one side, you can just keep turning it. And then I'm going to take it out, put it onto my kitchen towel just to drain most of my oil and to keep it nice and crisp. I'll show you what it looks like if the oil is ready. So my oil is starting to get hot, so now we can start to put in the croutons. Okay, so I've tested my oil with a small piece of bread, and I just want to test it again. So I just throw in like a crumb just to see if my oil is ready, and as you can see it's boiling, so that means my oil is ready. I don't want to burn my croutons, so I just want them to be nice and fluffy. So I'm going to start to add the smaller pieces for my soup, and then the bigger ones I'll add them in a bit later. So I'm just adding this in with my hands. Just be careful because your oil is hot. And don't put too much in at once because we don't want them to boil, we want them to fry. Okay, just like this. You just get your utensil and just make sure that they turn a nice brownish color. And then you just wait it out. Like I said, it's about a minute or two, depending on what your oil is. Because remember I said, we don't want to burn them. You just want to give them some beautiful color. Okay, so now they are almost the color that I want them to be. So now I'll be taking them out. Just one last swoop in the oil, and then I'm going to get my plate and just let them drain just a little bit. Just look at how nicely they have colored. And as you can hear, they sound nice and crispy, and that's what you want. You want them crispy, you don't want them burned. Okay, so I just get all of this out. Then I'm going to add my next bunch. Just put this aside. Okay, so now in goes the longer ones. And I'm going to put all of them in. As you can see, the longer ones has also turned a beautiful brown. So I'm going to take them out now. I just want to turn down my oven, my stove. Switch it off so my oil can start to cool down. Get to my plate and lift these guys out. Just look at how beautiful they have colored. Just let them drip a little bit, and then onto my plate they also go. And there you have it. Beautiful croutons. Long ones and small ones. Now let me show you how we're going to use them. Okay, so we have our croutons. They are done. And now I'm going to show you how I like to dish them up. As you can see over here, I've got a beautiful cup of soup. And over here I've got some sour cream and a beautiful little container. And I'm going to show you now why I have all of this. Okay, so first of all, just make sure that everything is nicely cooled down and drained. As you can see, the longer croutons are looking really scrumptious and very, very beautiful. Okay, so the longer croutons are usually, we use this when we have like a dip or something, and that's why I have this beautiful little container, because I'm going to put my longer ones inside of my container. So just want to get the ones that are a bit more straight. And they are so nice and crispy. And it didn't even take long, so you can just like take your time with this. And there you have it. You can serve this with your dip, alongside your dip, in a beautiful container. I mean, who doesn't like a container? And then of course, your smaller croutons will be going on top of your soup. Just like that. You can just add this on here as well. And there you have a beautiful, beautiful dish. Just get another one in there. And there you have it. Just look at how gorgeous this looks like. And there you have it. A dish worth to give to a king. Enjoy, guys. And please remember to like and subscribe.